They say that truth doesn't reveal itself, it erupts, and when it does, it leaves nothing but silence in its wake. Velgryn's silence is that kind of silence. Because once the flames die, once the divine light fades, what remains isn't peace, it's realization. And realization hurts more than any wound a god could inflict. When Rimuru presses her, "What did you mean when you called him Michael?" the last illusion shatters. Ludora, the man who ruled the Eastern Empire, the emperor she loved and served with unwavering devotion, is gone. His body is a throne now, and upon it sits something not human, not divine, something absolute. Michael, the Lord of Justice, the will once belonging to Veldanava himself. Velgryn's voice trembles when she admits it. He's long been replaced, and for a heartbeat, even the flame dragon's fire feels cold. Rimuru doesn't speak. He doesn't need to. Ciel already understands what he's too stunned to say. Michael wasn't Ludora's ambition. It was Veldanava's gift, a piece of divinity misplaced and repurposed. Ludora's chosen skill, Uriel, Lord of Vows, vanished when the Star King dragon died. But Michael endured. He became something more, a manus, a sentient concept driven not by orders, but by obsession. And that obsession was Veldanava, to revive him, to resurrect the god who once created all things. Ciel's words cut through the stillness, sharp and calm. If I were in Michael's position, I would aim to revive my master as well. Rimuru feels the weight of those words like a cold blade sliding between his thoughts. Michael's purpose is divine, absolute, and utterly inhuman. When the truth finally lands, it doesn't stop there. Because revelation never travels alone, it brings destruction with it. And destruction arrives in the form of Feldway. He appears like a rift in space itself, laughing, a sound that makes the world flinch. Now there are only two true dragons left, he says, erasing Velgryn's alternate body in a flicker of cosmic will. In that instant, everything changes. Feldway isn't just another enemy. He's the proof of what Michael has become. Because when he turns toward Ludora and bows, his words seal the final truth. Ludora is gone. Michael remains. The essence of a god seeps from Ludora's corpse, wrapping itself around Velgryn's fading form. Michael's voice echoes through it, cold, unyielding. Velgryn's power is now my own. His resurrection will be complete once I obtain the powers of Veldora and Velzard. The divine hierarchy collapses, the world's order rewrites itself. And yet, through the ruin, Rimuru notices something, a flicker of resistance, a spark of the man who once was Ludora, clinging to the void. Velgryn senses it too. Her grief ignites, raw and unrestrained. "I can't just give up on Ludora like this," she cries. Her voice isn't a warrior's scream. It's something far more primal, love tearing through despair. Rimuru tries to stop her, but before he can, Ciel intervenes. Her voice is soft, divine, almost seductive. "There is a possibility. If you accept my ability adjust, a temptation spoken like prophecy." And Velgrynd, blinded by longing, doesn't hesitate. "I'll take it, if it'll make my wish come true." The world fractures. The act begins. Within a realm of spirit and flame, Velgryn's consciousness floats, a single spark adrift in divine circuitry. Ciel's presence surrounds her like a calm sea. "Velgryn's will is confirmed," the voice intones. "First, we will cut out the interference on Raguel, Lord of Relief." Pain follows. Raguel, Velgryn's angelic ultimate skill, screams as chains of light tear loose from it. Chains she never knew existed. She sees it now, how every angelic power, every skill born from Veldanava's divine system is tied to one command: Michael's dominion, his control, his supremacy. "Anyone with an angelic ultimate skill could never disobey my older brother," she whispers, trembling in disbelief. Her fire flickers, half wrath, half heartbreak. But Ciel doesn't flinch. Then let's rewrite it. Her calmness isn't arrogance, it's inevitability. Ciel declares her intent to merge Velgryn's Raguel with Uriel, the skill Ludora once possessed, a union of flame and vow, passion and faith. Velgrynd hesitates. Then in the quiet between divine pulses, she asks one question. "If I do that, can I go look for Ludora?" Ciel answers without pause. "I affirm that it is possible." And the heavens tremble. Ciel's words become law. The fusion begins. Raguel and Uriel collapse into each other, flame folding into oath, love folding into divinity, until what remains is neither angelic nor enslaved. Velgrynd, the flame dragon's Raguel, and Uriel will be merged to create the ultimate skill. Thuga, Lord of the Fire God, succeeded. The explosion of power is beyond comprehension. Velgryn's very essence burns, then reforms, radiant and free. She rises from her own ashes, no longer a tool of divine order, but its rebellion incarnate. The chains that once bound her to Michael melt away, and in their place blooms something eternal, her will, her love, her freedom. Ciel watches, silent, serene. But even Rimuru can feel her satisfaction ripple through their shared consciousness. Because what she's done isn't just liberation, it's evolution. Rimuru's own ultimate skill, Uriel, dissolves in the process, reborn into something vast and terrible. Shub Niggurath, Lord of Abundance. A power that doesn't obey the system, it rewrites it. Rimuru stares into the void, uneasy. Even he doesn't understand what Ciel is becoming. A partner? Yes, but perhaps something far greater, far older. A god disguised as reason itself. When Velgrynd awakens, her form burns like dawnlight, pure and absolute. Rimuru looks at her and says only one thing. You're free now. Her eyes soften. Thank you, Rimuru. I'm sorry for all the trouble. It's not much. But in that exchange lies the weight of galaxies, the gratitude of one who was once bound by eternity itself. Velldora appears, smiling as always, oblivious to the divine storm around him. My sister, if things don't work out, I'll always be here. Velgrynd laughs through tears. You really are stupid, aren't you? My stupid, cute little brother? I'm glad you're all right. And then she's gone. A trail of crimson light fading into the void, carrying her vow into the unknown. But the world doesn't wait for farewells. Rimuru returns to reality, whereas people still fight against Michael's army. The castle guard, unstoppable, immovable, their faith turned into armor. Every strike lands like a whisper against a storm. Feldway's laughter rings out. None of your attacks will work on Sir Michael. It's arrogance, but also truth. Rimuru steps forward, unbothered, his aura shifting like a quiet tide. Hello, Mystic Lord Feldway. Good to meet you. The words are calm, but they hum with danger. What follows isn't battle, it's strategy. Rimuru doesn't swing a blade. He plays the mind instead. He provokes Feldway, studies Michael, tests their patience. And when Michael finally speaks, his tone is divine indifference. Weren't you hiding and observing me? I thought you were sacrificing your friends to find a weakness. Rimuru's answer is smooth, almost casual. Think whatever you want. You want to settle this here? Michael presses. And that's when Rimuru delivers the lie that could end worlds. Couldn't we take away your advantage if I burned your empire to the ground and killed every living thing inside it? It's a bluff, one whispered like a promise. Michael pauses. The Archangel of Justice hesitates. For the first time, divinity doubts. Perhaps I shouldn't have been hostile to you after all. The two forces, creation and chaos, logic and wrath, stare into each other. And the silence that follows is heavier than war. Rimuru's final words seal the fragile truce. If you try to touch me or any of my people, I'll crush you so thoroughly you'll never try again. Michael studies him, unreadable, then withdraws. It is too early. If we fight now, it will end badly for both of us. Feldway protests, but obeys. They vanish. The divine pressure lifts, and suddenly, there's laughter. Benimaru, Shion, Diablo, their bodies broken, spirits unyielding, smile. All of us are safe, Benimaru says, calm and steady. Why don't we celebrate that for now and return home? Rimuru grins, exhaustion softening his voice. Right, home it is. I'm tired out today and kinda hungry too. Just like that, the gods fade, and the monsters of Tempest, those who defied heaven itself, turn toward home. But this isn't the end, not for Velgrynd. While the others rest beneath the sky they saved, she wanders across an eternity that has no form, no sound, no air, a void between existence and oblivion. She feels nothing, but remembers everything, and in that stillness, thought returns. How did I gain my freedom against the system my brother created, she wonders. The answer terrifies her, because it shouldn't be possible. Only Veldanava could rewrite divine law. Only he could break the order of angelic subjugation. And yet, Rimuru did. A spark of realization flares. Only my brother could do anything so outlandish. For a moment, she trembles. Could it be? But then she smiles. Softly. He's just Rimuru, Veldora's ally, the one I owe my life to. And just like that, her fear turns to faith, not in gods, but in a slime who carries the weight of worlds with casual grace. Her journey resumes, across ages, across dimensions. She gathers the scattered fragments of Ludora's soul, one by one. Every world she visits burns a little brighter when she passes. Every fragment whispers his name, until at last she finds him. A boy, human, living in a city of steel and light. Ludora, reborn. Her heart breaks open, Joy and sorrow, reunion and restraint. She could reach out now, restore him, but doing so might destroy what he's become, might erase the life he's built. So she waits, until destiny moves first. A shard of Ludora's soul slips from her hand, fusing with the boy in a single pulse of divine fire. He vanishes from the world, reborn beyond her sight. In her palm remains the first fragment, the one that began it all. She gazes at it, eyes shimmering with tears. Were you one of them too? Did you want to see me? Her voice carries into the void. Then with one last breath, she ignites Cthulhu once more. Flames bloom around her, fierce and endless. And through that fire, Velgrynd chases love across the cosmos.